we go to psychological problems linked with irresponsible sexual behavior. What are the problems that are there that are linked with irresponsible sexual behavior? If you're responsible, the first problem is what? Stress. If you engage in irresponsible sexual behavior, the first thing you'll get is stress. So here it means that you did not use sex the way you were supposed to use it for procreation during marriage. That means you're involved in premarital sex or prostitution. You use sex in the way that is not supposed to be used in the Bible, because you're supposed only to have sex during marriage. So what are the psychological problems? Now psychological, that means the internal, right? Number one is stress. Everyone anasema stress. What is stress? Even you. Nasema stress, mwenyoke anani stress. What do you mean stress? What is stress? So stress basically is a reaction to challenges in the environment. Body reaction to challenges in the environment. And when you're stressed, your body is unable to function. So in basic terms, is that the body's reaction to pressure or challenges experienced in the environment. And these have said that it enables the body to function. Challenges here is what? Difficulty, yes? Yes, it is a reaction, it's body's reaction to any difficulty that you experience. And it goes to a high level that your body cannot function. So signs and the symptoms of stress. Look at yourself, you know whether you have the signs and the symptoms of stress. Number one is anxiety. Yes, you also have worry, you're worried. Number two is irritability. Irritability, there are those people, you say something small, they're irritated. Like in the morning when I was irritated, yes. You just also answer someone badly. Irritability is whereby maybe you are walking and someone steps on you and you're stressed, yes? You tell them a big word in your own mother tongue. Irritability. That means you're stressed. Number three is fatigue. Also another sign or symptom of stress is fatigue. That is, you're very exhausted. Yes. Also you experience chest pains. Chest pains. There's also ulcers. Ulcers. What you call, is it X. pylori? Those are ulcers that have come up. Yes? Wait, you cannot get X. pylori or ulcers at this age. That means you're thinking, yes? What are you worried about? You do not have children. That is what I was told when I was saying when I was young, like you're reading. I say, school we read. We wake up at 3:30 and we sleep at 11. All through. Even when I go to sleep, my bed, the way I made it is the way it is. Then my father asked me, do you have children? Do you have children? Why are you stressed? Do you go to look for food? Why are you stressed? I can also ask you the same now. Do you have children? Why are you stressed? I don't understand why if you've started studying today, from that time that I'm telling you, now my time, because it's a bit better. You start studying even, if you start at 5 years, and then you end up nowadays at 11:30 or 10:30, right? The first week it will be difficult. The second week it will be easier. The third week it will be normal, very normal. It's at that time that you're supposed to wake up, Carol, like this. Even you don't sleep, you wake up automatically without an alarm. No one wakes you up. After 2 weeks, you will be okay. Even you won't sleep in class. But now if you're emphasizing on sleeping in class, it will come. When you tell sleep, it is coming. It's coming. On its own. If you tell yourself, let's say something happens in school here, someone is supposed to be taken to the hospital at 4. And then, let's say we take her to the hospital with matron at 4. And then I come to class at 8. If I come saying, I woke up at 4, why am I telling people? So they can feel sorry for me. Self-pity. What for? What for? Other people wake up daily at 4 and they don't feel anything. Why am I telling people? Number one, 4 is time, yes? If you tell your mind it's exhausting, I did not sleep well, it's at 4. you're going to be sick. Whatever you tell your mind, that's what ends up here. And I was listening to someone in the morning. They were saying, if you do not want to, as in your life to be difficult, no matter what, keep on moving. No matter what, don't stop doing. Don't stop doing. Even if you wake up like this, you feel you're sick, I'm coughing. Start what? Doing something. If you start doing something, you won't think about it. But when you're sick, you go sit at the principal's, because matron is not hearing well, at the principal's chair there and waiting for principal, and then you touch your head. I pass there. Umefanya nini? You stay a little while, you find that the principal is not coming, you come again to class. When you come in class, you sleep on the locker. You're not doing anything. If you do something, even if you're sick, you'll be easily taken to the what? To the hospital, and then you'll be healed. But if you're not doing something, that is when you say, I'm bored. Why are you bored? You're in school. If you're not doing something, you're gossiping. So that is why the stress is there. Another sign and symptom of stress is palpitations. Do you know what that is? Palpitations is when you feel your heart is racing very fast. Is it racing or beating? How? Tell me your English. Yes, very fast. That knows that you experience it. There is also guilt feeling. You are guilty about something. You're very guilty. Also, you drop in. Maybe you're very guilty because you stole someone's sweater. There is also dropping in performance. You drop because of stress. Also, mood swings. Now you're happy. Some other time you're very happy. There is also withdrawal. Withdrawal is whereby you what? You don't want to mingle with others. You want just to stay alone. To stay alone all throughout. That is withdrawal. And lastly, rebellion. Rebellion. You're just a rebel. I tell you, can you kindly summarize 4 topics per week? You come here and tell people, how is that teacher thinking you're going to summarize 4? 4! Hey, how will she know? I'm going just to write 3 pages. I come, I say something, you wait, I get out. You say, is she serious? Really? You are a rebel. It's because of stress. So how do you remedy stress? How do you deal with stress? Yes? Number 1 is you accept. You accept and acknowledge that you are stressed. Yes, you accept it and acknowledge you're stressed. Also, number 2, you identify the source. Where is this stress coming from? Or what is causing me to be stressed? Is it that I'm studying more topics? Can I study only one topic? Why am I stressed? You also find out what can stress someone in school. I don't know. You do not want to talk. What can stress you, really? I think those things that stress you in school, they are not what? They are not school affiliated. Your boyfriend is stressing you at home. You left him there. Or maybe he left Form 4. He was in the previous what? Form 4 class. Also, you are fighting another girl here because of a boy here. That's why you're stressed. Things which do not even concern anything with education. Yes? You saw your boyfriend here is now gearing towards the Form 1s. Because a boy here straight talking to you said no, and now that boy said, let me move to those young ones. You tell him, please, don't even move to Form 1s. Go to Class 6. I will show you they're there. Class 6, you show them. Class 6. I don't really attend to someone. They're there, Class 6. I will give you names. Even I will give you phone number. Don't even there. A small thing. You keep on being stressed. Why? They tell you, and then they take your friend and they tell you, now we are with her. And tell you, just that. Even if I show you 2 Form 2s there, Form 3s, don't be with her. If someone, let me tell you, don't be stressed by minor issues. Those are very minor things. Here you're supposed to be Maybe if you're telling me I'm studying a lot, I'm working, so I'm exhausted, I'm studying, and it's true, you're always in class and studying. You know, now you can be cancelled by Mr. Kamau. You're told this is what you're supposed to do because of education. But now you cannot tell you about that stress that I'm telling you. You can't go and tell Mr. Kamau, you know, I had a boyfriend. When we were at home, you're scared. That's why you're stressed alone. Those things that stress you, you cannot share with anyone because they're not school-based. That's why I'm telling you, first, now I want you to cancel yourself. Number one, I've told you to do what? To accept that you're stressed. Number two, you look for the source. What is stressing you? Number three, you take a rest and do exercises. You take a rest, you can be playing. You go when Mr. Mwaniki has the games, you play. You don't have to even go there. You can even go to play during PE. You keep oneself in a positive way. Positive way is you always be positive. You say to yourself that, thank God this thing is happening to me because I can handle it. Yes? Thank God this is happening to Jacqueline because as Jacqueline, I can be able to handle this thing. You remain positive always. You say, thank God this thing happens so that I can know the other person how they are. If someone went and bited you behind your back, you say, oh, thank God. Now I know how Lucy is. Yes, maybe I was helping Lucy in a big way. Yes, you say, thank God I know how Lucy is. No, I'm not saying Lucy is bad. That is, you stay positive. And then you listen to music or you engage in meaningful leisure activities. You listen to music. You go to pray there, yes? After prayers, you usually leave the music on, yes? That is a good way. You listen to the music. If you're at home, you listen to music or you engage yourself in good leisure activities. Like, for example, reading a good storybook, watching a Christian movie. And those are good ways. Also, you plan activities ahead. You plan activities ahead. Because if you engage yourself, there is no time to do what? To get stressed. I don't know why you're getting stressed at home. If you could have summarized all the work that you have at home, would you be stressed? If you're helping your parents, in the morning you wake up, you clean the house, right? After cleaning the house, what you're supposed to do? You cook. There are 3 meals, right? After a while, you make your bed. You make your room. Yes, boys, don't do that. And you're supposed to do that. I don't understand why you go to visit other people. In that house, there's a lot of work. You see where your mom has not arranged in the cupboard, you remove everything and you start wiping. You see, you're busy. You can never think about that thing you're thinking. So, you plan your time ahead of time. You say, today I'm going to, tomorrow. That's why you're supposed to be engaged in a lot of things. Like church activities. You say, tomorrow I'll go to church choir, yes. After that, I'll go to catechism to teach. In the morning, I'll teach the children Sunday school, yes. From there, there's another thing in church I'm going to do. All of the activities in the church, you get involved. You're keeping yourself what? Busy. Yes? If it's in between the week, you say, I'm going to go to Jumuiya. I've not seen people in the Jumuiya. They're the small Christian communities. So you keep yourself, you plan ahead of time that there's no time that you're what? You're free. And if you're free, you're doing those things that you like. You're watching a Christian movie. You're reading a Christian what? Magazine. So that will take away the stress. There is also another way you can deal with the stress is talk to a counselor. Like here in school, the counselor is a trained counselor is Mr. Kamau and chaplain. And also Mr. Chalo. Mr. Chalo has done divinity in school. So he's also very good. Okay. So from there we go